well as gentlemen, Puppet Boris is back for the rest of this Hearthstone arena run. In my last game, I mulliganed my Fire Elementals, which I think is the right move because this deck is very expensive. You don't want to get stuck with a slow hand. And then I never saw them and I desperately needed them and then I lost. One thing though I said at the end of the last video, I said that this is a good deck. It's a decent deck, but it is missing Rockbiter Weapon and Lightning Bolt. And Forked Lightning. Any one of which would have allowed me to win my game against the Hunter. So, a little bit of bad luck here. But also, a little bit of, maybe I should have kept one Fire Elemental around. Well, anyway, I can't keep those cards. My deck has too much expensive stuff. I really have to mulligan aggressively. Alright, hey, there we go. Seeing Stormforged Axe for the first time. That is nice. That is very nice. Alright, so I'm not that jazzed out playing this on turn 2, because I would like to play the Panther on turn 3, so we'll just go ahead and play our Ooze. There we go, Fire Elemental. These guys are shy. There was that one who came forward very boldly in the first game, and then after that they were like, nope, we're not going to parties anymore, we're just going to hang out. Alright, my opponent's going to work down my Ooze, because the Mage's hero ability is really freaking good. Still no need really to play the Axe. Let's just get our Panther down, spend as much mana as we can. Playing the Wolf could have dealt an extra point of damage, but I feel it's more valuable to keep the Wolf back, especially with the Panther. Think about it. If my opponent, let's say, coin Sen'jin Shieldmaster right now, I could use the Wolf and then get rid of, and then have it at 5 damage, kill the Panther. Wow, my opponent has something for that. You saw her point at it. You know what? If she's got it, she's got it. I'm not going to just sit here and not attack. You know, if you want to Frostbolt it, go ahead and Frostbolt it, buddy. We'll let you have it. Well, this is a pretty good opening. My opponent had nothing but hero ability on turn 2 and 3. And here she looks like she's going to pop Divine Shield. So I would say that I won the opening just because my opponent hasn't done anything. One problem is that this all dies to Flame Strike in a few turns. Interesting. What does she have for 1 mana? Mirror Image? Leper Gnome. Interesting choice. Well, I could just kill it with my guy, but then the hero ability will finish it off. Let's actually take the time to pull the weapon out right here. Use it. Now this means I can't play Fire Elemental next turn, but I can still play this guy, which is fine. We'll, play a Wolf, start dealing damage. So my opponent has used the coin right there, which means that Flame Strike is not this turn nor the next turn. It's not until the turn after that. So in the meantime, I can deal quite a bit of damage. I can actually put this guy, have him live for a turn, and then like attack with him before the Flame Strike wipes him off. Alright, that's actually a bit of a desperation play because I can still kill this owl with my axe. Ice Lance is another desperation play. And another Ice Lance. So she's going to double Ice Lance to kill that? Alright, that's pretty desperate. Ooh, Dread Corsair. No. We're going to do this. I'm going to attack. It's important to put as much power on the board as I can, so I'm just going to assume this is dying to Flame Strike on the following turn. But I can deal 2, 4, 6, 8 damage, get her down to 9 health. She's in kind of big trouble after that. Yeah, I'm just going to ignore this. This is not a bother to me right now. And you can work out my Silenced Wolf all you like, buddy. Well, am I going to ignore it? I could actually kill it. No. We're going to do this. We're going to Fire Elemental that. I have plenty of health. So even against the mage, I'm going to take this damage to the face. Yes, it means I missed the chance to play the Dread Corsair cheaply. But right now, we are doing pretty good. Oh my god, could I have won the game? Shit, guys, I'm sorry. I have Bloodlust here. I could have won the game last turn, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this would have been 9 damage. Okay, I don't pay for my mistake there, but you know, even for someone who, like, preaches it hardcore, it's still easy to forget to look for the win. Yeah, I was holding on to Bloodlust. I just totally forgot about that card. It could have won me last turn. Anyway, that was a really easy win against the mage, so I'll be happy to take it. I don't think I was not in danger at any point in that game because her start was very slow. I drew, what, an Ooze and a Wolf, and then the Silver Moon Guardian, and that was enough. So yeah, the Mage's hero ability is good. No other class could really work down the Ooze like that, the way that she did, but that did take up 2 of her turns, and so if your opponent has a fast start against you and you're a mage, using your hero ability that way is rough. Where the hero ability really shines is where, like, late in the game, there's like a 7-1, and then you get to kill it with your hero ability without taking damage. It's crazy. Nazulio, I forgot to look up the name of my last opponent, but, I think this is a different mage. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. And spread my wings and fly away. Why did that just happen? Who knows? Let's go ahead and think. Do I want to coin out the Knife Juggler on turn 1? I could Totem on turn 2, fling a knife. That doesn't seem that impressive. If I play Knife Juggler on turn 2, I could play... Yeah, I don't actually have that many Overload cards, because I never saw any Lightning Bolts. Let's be aggressive. This deck is slow, so let's start aggressively. And rather than using the coin to try to play something out early, let's just use the coin to make sure I can trade against creatures early on. Let's say she plays like a 3-2 or something or other. I just want to be able to trade with it right away. Now my opponent is making a strategic... Oh, no, she pointed it at me, but then she shot the Knife Juggler. This is absolutely correct. Always damage your opponent's creatures, folks. Always damage your opponent's creatures. Alright, now I'm paranoid about playing this. Because I'm worried my opponent's going to drop a Worgen. Actually, no, she can't kill this and drop a Worgen. Ha. Okay, we'll do this. Swing. Deal some damage. Pass turn. So, it's kind of a win-win situation for me either way here. I mean, either she kills the Knife Juggler and then does nothing else. Or she does something, but then my Knife Juggler lives. Okay, Dread Corsair is not useful here. Acolyte of Pain is very good right now. Like, insanely good. Because it can eat off these imps. I will actually trade my Knife Juggler in. He's done his job. I'll kill that thing, get enraged. My opponent will need removal for this, like a Frostbolt. Hero ability won't quite get the job done. Okay, so the Acolyte of Pain, you know what, and given that I ended up killing everything, maybe this was kind of silly, because I'm not actually using it to draw cards off of the imps, but this is a little bit of a bigger body. Maybe it would have been better to play rather than having the card draw. It just kind of depends on what my opponent plays. Oh, my opponent's going to give me a card. Well, that worked out in the end. She did that because she really wanted to kill the Imani Berserker, so this guy's worth at least 2 cards. That's cool. I'm going to actually take this opportunity, having no overload cards, to play this. 3-3 taunt matters more to me than a 4-2 stealth at the moment, especially with 2 fire elementals on deck. Harvest Golem. I'm gonna be fine with just owning that. Ice Lance. What is up with these Ice Lances today? Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, alright, fire elementals, we are ready to go with those fire elementals. Let's play this guy. No need to draw a card with him just yet. If my opponent plays a Stampeding Kodo and kills it, then I'll regret it. But I think if my opponent had a Stampeding Kodo, she would have definitely played it last turn. It would have killed this and taken out that. Okay. Well, this taunt is actually really good here. It's preventing the Harvest Golem from putting this into the range where it would die against the Abomination, so that's cool. Let's think about how to do this. Oh, lots of options here. Okay. Option number 1. I play Fire Elemental, deal 3 damage, use the Acolyte of Pain to finish this thing off, draw a card. Advantage is that I preserve both my Dread Corsair and my Silverhand Knight. Disadvantage is the Fire Elemental takes damage, which is important because the next turn it will die to Flame Strike. Another option is actually to play the Owl and silence this. Then, I can just ignore it. And just, well, with Flame Strike coming up, I'd probably want to trade creatures. But then again, if I'm trading creatures, why do I care if this is silenced? Yeah, we'll just do the so let's see if I can avoid damaging the Fire Elemental. Haha. What we're gonna do is, yeah, let's run this in, draw a card, because you always want to draw cards first. Stormforged Axe. Does that change anything? Yes, because I'll play this, then I'll play the axe, then we're going to do this, then we're going to use the axe on that, and then we're going to attack for 4 and end the turn. I don't know if that was the right move. Maybe it wasn't. But I can still play Fire Elemental next turn, even without the Overload. Flame Strike is really not that great now, just killing these 2 creatures. This can kill that, which I'm okay with. Oh, she's going to get to draw a card. Boo! But this does die to the Cult Master. And even though against mages you got to be careful with your life total, I'm at plenty of health here. I don't mind. Wait, what am I talking about? Fire Elemental kills the Cult Master. That's how you kill the Cult Master, baby. Fire Elemental. Alright. Ba-boom, boom. I'm going to hang on to this axe because my life total is high enough that I feel like I could hit a couple more creatures, especially if she plays like some, you know, chumper nuggets because she happened to draw some like crappy card and she's playing it just because she has mana left over. Like, you know, under those circumstances, I'll just use the axe. Frost Elemental. I could kill that with my axe and another Fire Elemental. Interesting. Stampeding Kodo. Fire Elemental plans are going to have to go on hold here. Yep. We're going to play Stampeding Kodo. I think this is actually the time to play the Ironbeak Owl. Oh man, do I want to use that just to let this guy attack and kill that thing? Yeah. We'll do it. I will trust in the power of the Fire Elementals. And hold on to my cards. So my opponent is at 9 mana. This is a critical time for mages because it means you can Flame Strike and still have enough mana left over for a Fire Blast. So she could actually kill off the Kodo if she wanted. Be a bit of a lame use of a Flame Strike though. I could just start playing Fire Elementals and then smashing her. So Fire Elemental is definitely better because now she can kill both my creatures and still have a little bit more mana to spare. Fireball to the face? What is that? She's gotta have something crazy back here. Does she have like... Oh god, does she have like a fucking... I'm worried about a Pyroblast all of a sudden. Okay, let's put my stealth creature in the middle so Cone of Cold doesn't do everything. And the reason I'm attacking with the axe now is, first of all, I want to deal as much damage as I can because I'm threatening to win. And second of all, I am actually now legitimately afraid she's holding like a Pyroblast or like 2 Pyroblasts or something. Because otherwise I can't justify throwing a Fireball in my face at that point. Okay, seemingly no Flame Strike. She would have Flame Striked my board if she would have Flame Struck my board if she had it. She's trying to Cone of Cold. Oh, look at that pro play! Oh, yeah, baby! Look at that. She wanted to Cone of Cold everything, but she couldn't. But then I guess Fire Blast still wins. Oh, never mind. Well, anyway, that wasn't apparently a crazy double Pyroblast hand. She was just being goofy. Let's play Shattered Sun Cleric on... Wait, hang on a minute. The Panther is at 1 health, but it's still in stealth. Let's just make a totem. Hang on to that Cleric. Spell power. Alright, well, this is pretty cool. I don't even need the Bloodlust in my hand to threaten winning. Flame Strike would clear out everything I have. I guess I have to admit I'm pretty lucky she didn't have any Flame Strikes, because she could have used them to pretty great effect a number of times this game. And then I'd have like a Shattered Sun Cleric and 2 Bloodlust. It wouldn't really be like a sterling continuation. Sea Giant is cute, but this time I will not forget to look for the win. Let's just smacky tabacky. Good game, Nazulio. Alright, we're up to 3 wins. The loss was painful. That is a fact. But the wins were really good. So even without Lightning Bolt and Forked Lightning and Rockbiter Weapon and Lightning Storm, that's a rare, but I'll count it as like in my even without list. I'm doing pretty well. This deck is performing quite nicely. The Fire Elementals, as you've seen, definitely help. It's me, Druid. Alright, that's a good Druid name. Happy to be playing a Druid. I keep saying I'm happy to play Warlocks, but they keep beating me, which is a bit distressing. But we're going to pass back Bloodlust. Much as I don't like this, it's cheaper than a lot of stuff in my deck, so I'm not going to risk sending it back. I mean, it's not great if I have to play this on turn 3 just to trade with this 2-drop, which is what this often does, but it's better than, you know, losing. Okay, this is actually pretty cool. He's got a lot of health for 3 mana, and then I can play maybe the Axe afterwards, but if my opponent coins out a creature worth killing, like a Pint-Sized Summoner or a Knife Juggler, I'm not going to hold out for this combo. I'm just going to kill the thing. Okay, what does he got? Hopefully it does not have 3 toughness. Wild Growth! It actually has nothing! Alright, I don't like that card at all. But it's now basically as if he were the, as if he were the first player. See, now he hits 3 mana before I do. So he spent a card, he spent basically his extra card to be the first player of this game, because he used his coin for that as well. It really is that way, actually. It's kind of like he was the first player, although I guess I never got a coin or an extra card, so he's probably coming out ahead on that one. Okay, if I just play the Overload, he could run his guy in, get enraged. Next turn I can play this and get hit for 5. If I play this now, well, if I hit it first and get hit for 2, then this creature will die. So I'm getting hit for 5 no matter what. Well, we might as well go for the combo here and get this to be a 3/5. So it's a bit of damage for sure, but I'll take it. Swipe. Oh no! That's bad. Oh, swipe was really good right there. Fuck everything. Man, you know what I'd love here? Frost Shock. I could wait till next turn and do this. Let's think about this. So if I whip out the axe, I'm going to take 5 damage from killing this thing. If I wait to play this, I'm still taking 5 damage from killing this from this thing because it's going to hit me. So it's kind of like the same thing either way. So I might as well just draw a card here. See what I get. Monty Berserker. I don't want to play that into that, so we'll play a totem. Maybe I'll get a taunt. Maybe I'll get lucky. No taunt. I cannot get a taunt today to save my life. And then next turn, we can go ahead and play this guy and kill that thing off. Uh-oh. Does he have like a +2/+2 buff thing? Alright, thank goodness. Well, this is actually a bit of a nuisance. It'll kill my stuff pretty easily, but Fire Elemental trades against it. Wait a minute. Hang on, I'm actually going to do this. Yeah, this is better. I'm going to do that. And that. So now my 5-drop is threatening to trade with his 5-drop. He'll get to kill my Spell Power Totem before dying, but that's fine. Ah, he's got that thing. And his things are both at 4 health. Uh-oh. It's starting to get a little ugly here, actually. I'm already down to 20 health. Fuck. And his stuff is at 4 health. God damn it. Well, he's working on my Spell Power Totem. He really respects that. Jeez. Mind Control Attack's not great. It might be great next turn. I could play the Panther? Question mark? And Mind Control just dies to the Fen Creeper. I could play the Panther, try to trade up to the Fen Creeper. I mean, what is the Fire Elemental really doing? Yeah, I think we're going to do this. We're going to Fire Elemental. Just put this... It's a big dude. I mean, it's paying so little stats for its amazing battle cry. I'm just happy to play it as a 6-drop, basically. So my opponent might actually play 2 more creatures here, and then I could actually get use out of this Mind Control tech. It is not impossible. It's not likely. Starfire is... Well, I spent my whole turn playing that. He spent his whole turn killing it. That's fair, I suppose. I'm getting a little down. Alright, well, we're going to Fire Elemental. This is a bit sad to do. I would have loved to be able to Fire Elemental and Stormforged Axe, but I'm 1 mana short, so we're just going to pass the turn. He's getting me down pretty low. He might be able to burn me out. He's got enough swipes. He's already spent a swipe and a Starfire, which is the Druid's primary source of burn. He's spending half his mana just to draw a card and play a weak creature. 4 toughness. Oh, God. I really shouldn't complain about Fire Elemental, like, not being able to kill stuff, but it's kind of funny how it's not really working out for me here. He's going to finish off my Spell Power Totem. He really respects the threat of a Lightning Storm, which is fine, because I obviously don't have that card. Silence is unimportant. Mind Control Tech doesn't work. Well, let's go ahead and we need to kill his stuff. We absolutely have to kill his stuff. So let's actually make a totem first. See if I can be lucky enough to get a taunter. Searing Totem, not that great. Well, we're gonna do this. Do I want to do that or save it? Yeah, we'll do this. So this guy plus hero ability will kill my damaged Fire Elemental. Swipe will kill this, and then his... Oh, jeez! Oh, no, that's not good. This got very ugly very fast. Christ. Well... This seems like a bit of a no-brainer. I'll play the Panther, the reason being... I might get lucky and get my Flame Tongue Totem, then the Panther can actually kill the Stormwind Champion and actually be good for a change. See if we get a Taunt Totem. Yes! Finally, we got a Taunt Totem. I don't want to owl this, because I might be able to kill it, so we're just going to play the Acolyte of Pain over here. Call it a day. Okay, as long as he doesn't have anything with charge, which Druids do have a common that charges, I should be able to hang in here. Wind Fury Harpy. Oh, God. That could be trouble with a capital T. Oh, jeez. Well, this is actually a little bit scary because I have 2 things I really want to silence, but I only have 1 silence. Challenge on Cleric. I think what we have to do is this. We have to do it very carefully. I'm going to do this. Silence the Stormwind Champion. That gets rid of the taunt and the buff. Now the Shattered Sun Cleric. can buff that guy, which lets me kill the harpy. I'll flip a totem. That's good. I'm not gonna throw this guy away just yet. And I'm gonna hold out hope that maybe I'll be able to play this guy someday for an effect. I'm gonna hold out the hope. I've still got 2 fire elementals in here. Props to my opponent for surviving 2 already. 6 cards to my 7, but he's up to play with the full 10 mana. Alright, that's actually really exciting for me because that is super unimpressive. Uh-oh, that is... He made the right call. He chose to use the charger. A lot of people always like to use the taunty one. Fuck! He doesn't have a 4th creature. God damn it. Crap. I'm gonna need to get a really good card here. That is a good card. That is a very, very good card. Alright, we're gonna do this because you always want to draw cards first. See what else we get to help us out here. Direwolf not that helpful actually. Unfortunately, we'll flip a totem, see if we can get lucky. 3 taunts in a row. Well, I cannot complain about my luck with the totems. That is for a fact. We're gonna take a little bit of a risk. I'm gonna play this wolf to make this thing take as much damage as possible before killing the totem. And it's too late now. I'm just gonna play that card. It's just not gonna trigger. Watch him play like 3 creatures, but I really don't think it's gonna ever trigger. So I'll just put it as on the board as a 3/3 for 3, which is okay. 3/3 for 3 is like not great, but it is all right. He got a very good answer to the taunt totem here. Frost Elemental. All right. So now this guy does get to kill my Flame Tongue totem. Ascension. Well, before we do anything else, let's draw a card. Well, hang on. I could actually use the axe to kill this. But then this guy lives. Well, this guy lives anyway, because my guy's frozen. Damn it. Well, yeah, I guess then, let's see what I get for my totem first. Spell power. We'll do this. Draw a card, see what I get. Ooze is not good, unfortunately, right now. I'm going to take it a little bit safe. I'm going to kill this thing. And I will actually trade my wolf in, because I need to preserve my life. Yes, I have a, taunt coming down. But my life total is low enough that I don't want to just lose because he had, like, Starfire and Swipe and attacked me. And, geez, that's actually... Oh, man, that's really hard for me to deal with. You know what else? Oh, my God. You know what? What's another Shaman card I never saw? Hex! So I never saw any Lightning Bolt, Forked Lightning, Lightning Storm, Rockbiter Weapon, or Hex. I don't even know if I have a way to deal with this, to be perfectly honest. Well, luckily I have this to finish off the Frost Elemental, but I might actually need to use it against that. I got 3, 6, 8. I could kill it, leave a 5/2. Oh, that's awful. Ugh. Man. Well, as long as I got a Taunt Totem, what we're going to do is we're going to Frost Shock that, and we're going to pass the turn. So in theory, his thing has to attack into my Taunt. And as long as I keep flipping Taunt, I'll wait and see if I can top deck out of this. I don't have any more silences. Even if I did, it doesn't actually matter. Oh, fuck everything. God damn it. Well, that was all he had, but that's all I have. So it might just be good enough for him. Stampeding Code. Oh, no! He buffed on his turn, and then the Stampeding Code doesn't actually kill us anymore. I think I just lose. Let's see what I get. Let's see if I get another Taunt Totem. I do keep flipping those Taunt Totems. 3, 6, 8. Can't even kill the Ironbark if I tried. And he's gonna... Well, technically I'm not dead. He's gonna hit me for... Well, the Demolisher hits something, and then kills the Totem, and then 9 plus 5 is 14 damage. Alright, we'll make him find the win. We'll make him find the win. Oh my god, really? God damn it. Ironbark Protector gets it done. But yes, I just realized, I can't believe I didn't comment on that earlier. The fact that I did not see any hexes. So you know what? Fuck this draft. If I don't make it to 7, it's not my fault. I mean, like I said before, you can't expect to see any particular card in the arena. Because of all the common cards, it's very likely that some will not be seen by you. But for Lightning Bolt, Rockbiter Weapon, Forked Lightning, and Hex, all commons, not to appear, It was a little bit sad, and I saw a bunch of like Wind Furies and Wind Speakers, and that was a little bit of a shame. So anyway, we're doing our best here. We're doing our best. The lack of a hex was sad there. I might actually be a little bit more respectful of druids when I'm playing without hexes. Silence wouldn't have saved me. He had way too much life. I couldn't have burned him out. And we're up against a priest. Hayed the priest. Alright, let's see if we can make it above average here. We're at 3 wins and 2 losses. This is a hand you have to just mulligan all of. Especially when you're first and only have 3 cards. You gotta try to get your early drops. Alright, there we go. This stuff's probably gonna die to Shadow Word Pain, but I do have a curve. 2, 3, 4. Seems alright. Flame Tongue Totem, also fine. Flame Tongue Totem dies to Shadow Word Pain, just like the best of them. My opponent has a coin. Raptor. Alright, well, Demoni Berserker, it's a bit sad to trade it in for a Raptor. But, I mean, it's better than trading a Knife Juggler in for a Raptor. So I shall take it. And that's, of course, if I'm lucky, and my opponent doesn't have a Shadow Word Pain for this Berserker. Uh-oh. He's fingering that card like he likes it. Then he's fingering himself and his other card. He's fingering a lot. Fingering sounds kind of dirty. Novice Engineer. Alright, he's going to just content himself with drawing a card. That is fine by moi. And he really should trade. He's going to trade. Okay. Well, we'll stay on curve here. Let's just play our 3-mana creature. This is actually pretty good here. I assume if my opponent had Shadow Word Pain, he would have used it. Shadow Word Pain is great against the Acolyte because it kills it without giving it a card. But as long as he doesn't have that, I'll get 2 cards off of the Acolyte. Because I can whack this Novice Engineer once. Now, he might have like an Ironfur Grizzly or some other taunt, and then I'll only get 1 card out of the Acolyte. But I'm okay with that. So next turn, we'll probably play a Knife Juggler and a Totem. Or maybe even the Dread Corsair. He's an overcosted Grizzly, but even so, 3/3 with Taunt might not be the worst thing in the world. Then I can play my Knife Juggler and the Flame Tongue Totem next turn in peace, assuming this thing lives, which is, of course, a bit of a bold assumption in Hearthstone, assuming that any of your creatures will live longer than a turn. But there it is, folks. There it is. Alright, he's got a lot to think about here. I think he doesn't have Shadow Word Pain. It would have been an easy decision. He's going to give this Taunt, which is the creature I wanted to hit anyway. Interesting, sir. Interesting. And then he's going to draw a card. I would have actually... I don't know. I guess that was a fair play. Alright, well, he's going to ignore me. That seems fine. What I think we'll do... Wait a minute. You know what we really need to do here? I think we need to play the Knife Juggler and the Flame Tongue Totem. Because... a 3/3 Acolyte of Pain is funny. Alright, so now this 2/5 has no good options. It can either trade the Knife Juggler and die, or kill the Acolyte of Pain, live, but let me draw another card. Assuming he has no removal. Looks like he's going to go for the Acolyte, so that he can heal up and draw a card afterwards, but I'm going to draw a card too, so it's all pretty fair here, in love as well as war. Now if he heals, he draws a card, but that's the rest of it. That's the whole turn he's got, so he might not want to do that. Probably the best card he could have here is actually Shadow Word Death. It's called the Knife Juggler while it's getting pumped by the Totem. Demolisher. I'm pretty happy to see that. So he didn't use the Northshire Cleric, and he let me have a go. Frost Shock. If I had Spell Power, it'd be good. Without Spell Power, it's not so good. I could use Bloodlust to let the Flame Tongue Totem kill the Northshire Cleric, which is odd. I could just use the Knife Juggler to kill the Demolisher. And then his next turn he's going to heal this, draw a card. I'm okay with him drawing a card. I've drawn plenty of cards. So we'll do this. We'll do this. Frost Shock. Sadly, without Spell Power, it does not kill the Sun Fury Protector, so we're going to pass the turn there. Shadow Word Death would kill my Ascension. That would be really good for my opponent. Then he could kill the Flame Tongue Totem here, or the Knife Juggler if he so wished. Either of the Shadow Words is great here, honestly. Either to kill the Flame Tongue with Shadow Word Pain, or the Shadow Word Death to kill the Knife Juggler and Ascension. If my opponent lets me untap with this board, though, and I get to play Fire Elemental, finish that off, he's going to be in some serious trouble. Alright, looks like that's all he's got for removal. This Senjin Shieldmaster is gold money, cash dollars here. my opponent should have actually done this first before playing the guy, because it is absolutely possible with 3 mana he would have had something to do. Now he just played a charger and it did nothing. Alright, well, this seems good. Let's go ahead and kill, I think the... Oh, I have to decide who it is before I fling my knife. Ah, it's unfortunate. Well, let's actually just do this thing then. The knife might actually kill the Blue Glow Warrior. It does not. Alas. Well, let's actually ignore his stuff. Well, no, let's kill this thing. Let's kill that thing. Hedge my bets. So I'm mostly ignoring his stuff. If he has got like, I didn't want him to like be able to like Power Word Shield and Divine Health and Inner Fire. This thing, it's really hard to get the Inner Fire health buffing combo going off. And actually, it makes sense to leave this alive because Frost Shock does kill it if it survives, if it doesn't run into my Senjin this turn. This Knife Juggler with the Flame Tongue Totem have survived for way too long. I guess I got lucky against this Priest. Either he didn't draft or just didn't see any of his removal. Any Shadow Word at any point in this game would have allowed him to save himself a lot of trouble. Instead he plays Mind Blast. That's a terrible card. Well, he throws away a card for absolutely nothing. That's great. I will be very happy to see that. Fire Elemental! Oh, Kalidokali. So, I could play Frost Shock to pop off the Divine Shield, play Fire Elemental, and kill it. But honestly, I'm just tempted to kind of ignore him. What have I got? 6, 11, 16, 19 damage? Oh, man, that seems really good. The Knife Juggler will either pop off the Divine Shield or deal another... Yeah, let's just do Fire Elemental here. Well... The problem is that I have to choose who the Battlecry targets before the Knife Juggler flings his knife. Okay, we're going to do it differently. We're going to just fling 2 knives, I guess. We're going to do this, see where the knife goes, and then we're going to do this, see where the knife goes. Alright, since neither of the knives hit that guy, we're going to ignore it. And swing like that. So basically, it's really difficult for my opponent to come back. He would really need Spell Power plus Holy Nova to stay in the game. Spell damage plus Holy Nova would kill everything except for the Fire Elemental. And then the Divine Shield would kill off the Fire Elemental. So there was a thing he could have had to stay in it, but he apparently didn't have it. So, that is a victory. Wind Fury, god damn it. Okay, we're above average. Woo! Let's see if we can get even more above average. I mean, what's really amazing is... I love Shaman so much. I'm having fun with this deck. I think it's good, even though you can name like 4 key Shaman cards it doesn't have. Like, that's how good it is. It's such a good deck that even without like all the best Shaman removal, like really having... This deck has no removal. What removal does this deck have besides Fire Elemental and Stormpike Commando and I guess this Axe? It really doesn't have any. It just doesn't have any of it. So even with like no removal, this deck is pretty good still. I'm going to pass back that 4-drop. Hoping to see more 2-drops. It's, I think, especially important against a rogue to get off to a good start. Well, I have a kind of a curve, 2, 3, 4, but it's a bit awkward. This guy, I don't want to pop him back into my hand. I am sacking, which is good, so no Defias Ringleader or any of that. And I am going to coin out this Axe. Yes, I'm absolutely... Well, shit. If I coin the Axe out, I can't do anything next turn because I'll have Overload. If I coin out the Knife Juggler, though, they might trade. Aha, we'll do that. So basically, I'm gonna tempt my opponent to kill my premier creature with his 1-drop, and that will save some damage off my face. And at the end of the day, like, I don't really care. I mean, this could have been a generic 3/2 for all I care. I just want to stop the damage. If this didn't have Overload, though, I would have totally coined it out. I just didn't want to be prohibited from making a play next turn. Alright, so my opponent's going to play another cheap card, and that is fine by me because I have the answer that I seek. Next turn, I cannot spend 3 mana, but that's okay. I don't really want to play this anyway. I'll just be happy to play... Oh, hey, I got this guy! Right, yeah! Woo! I can play this guy for 2 mana. Now, Paladins with the True Silver Champion can play this guy for free, but this for 2 mana is still pretty fan-fiddly-tastic. Alright, let's do this, Shazatzicles. Acolyte of Pain, that's cute. We want some blood and plunder against Proxus the Rogue. Well, what's happening in this opening? He's got weapon plus 5 cards. I've got a better weapon plus 5 cards. He's up to play. She's up to play, excuse me. So I'd say that, depending on how good this turn is, will affect who wins the opening. Whoa! Okay, my opponent had literally nothing on turn 4. Well, I would say that I have definitely won this opening. Because now... I'm not even going to play this engine. I'm going to play this. I'm going to try to press my advantage by having card draw. So with 4 mana, my opponent had nothing against a 3/3. We'll see if she does anything better with 5 mana. I have to wonder if maybe my opponent has cards that will die to this and didn't want to play them for fear of them dying. If so, that was a mistake. Should have just played them, because if she doesn't play them, she's going to lose and never get the chance to play them. Might as well play them, have it die, and then hope for the best. Oh my gosh, my opponent might be playing with bad cards. That is a ferociously bad cards. Now, do I play the Ooze here? I don't think I do. I think I'm actually going to Bloodlust. Yeah, this thing's set to kill my Dread Corsair. I can't kill it without, like, using it in a weapon. I don't really want to do that. Let's just Bloodlust to trade my Acolyte in very profitably. Get a card. We'll swing for 6 damage, and we'll keep the axe on hand. Saving the Ooze in case my opponent does play an Assassin's Blade. That is a common. She could also play Perdition's Blade, which is a rare. Archer Commander, very good card under these particular circumstances. Okay. Well, luckily for me, Sen'jin Shieldmaster owns this thing pretty hard. We're going to actually, though, first draw a card, because you always want to draw cards first. Dial Alpha is cute, but not cute enough. We'll play the Sen'jin. Maybe this rogue just had a really expensive draw. She might just start drawing like card after card after card now. We'll see. We shall see. Yeah, so many options. Oh, baby. Oh, there's so many options. I just... her voice acting is really good. She sounds kind of like Jaina the Mage, but not quite. And yet, the rogue voice acting, I think, is really good, whereas Jaina's voice acting is pretty crappy. Alright, she's going to just do the obvious play, which I'm fine with, because taking 3 damage to the face is actually pretty serious right here. What's she going to play for 5 mana is the question. I keep kind of hoping maybe she'll play like a couple of, whatever dudes. The, Defias Ringleaders. Oh man, this is the second one? Okay, 1 in the deck. Maybe you had a bad draw. 2, I'm getting suspicious about your drafting. Alright, well I have a couple options. One, I could play the Brewmaster, get this back into my hand, replay it, draw a card. Another option is use the Wolf to buff this, throw it in, use the Axe to finish it. Sadly, even the Wolf plus this only gives the Humble Novice Engineer 3 power, which isn't enough. I think this thing's going to attack me anyway. I don't have any taunt here unless I flip a totem. Ah, okay, we'll see if we can flip a totem first. I got a taunt totem. Well, barring deadly poison, this will hold. So let's actually do this. We're going to do this. Swing for some damage. I don't want to kill this just yet. I'm trusting in the power of the totem. And then I'm actually going to play Shattered Cleric and buff this as well. Trying to get this thing to deal as much damage as possible to the Nightblade before going down. Because if the Nightblade does run into this to kill it, the Novice Engineer will just be able to kill the Nightblade. Now, I'm amazed how little my rogue has had in terms of removal. This might have just been a bad draft for her. She either didn't see the cards, didn't draft the cards, or just didn't get the right, or didn't draw the cards. Looks like she's going to take the damage, so she's been doing all of like the quote-unquote obvious plays here, just not using any tricks, no backstabs, no nothing. Just playing all the kind of straightforward stuff. Mind Control attack, oh, what a bad card. Okay, Ironbeak Owl, that could be handy here. Would allow me to silence this. That's a tempting possibility, honestly. I can deal 4, 6, 8, 10 damage. But then I'm getting hit for a lot, actually. 10, I'm at 17 health. Well, I really can't do that. But what I could do is I could silence this and then kill off the Nightblade. The issue is then, I mean, am I really going to let this thing live? It's hitting me for 6 damage. I don't have any taunt. Aha! Well, let's see if we can flip a taunt. Well, do I? That seems risky. Seems very, very risky to try to flip a taunt like that. I could return this to my hand and buff something. But I'm still just 2 for 1-ing, which is kind of sad. I don't want to hit this with my dagger. That's a bit too much damage. Shit. I need 1 more damage on this, and I can't quite get it there. I need the Shattered Sun Cleric to buff itself, is what I really need. Indeed. Oh god. Well, looks like we're 2 for 1-ing here. So what I'm going to do is run in this, 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 and that. And that. Just get rid of this dagger and put a creature on the board. Okay, that could have been probably played a little bit better. I was running low on time there, but it was a tough turn. It never feels good to go into card disadvantage like that. So my opponent has 6 cards here to my 7, one of which is a totem. The rest of the cards are quote-unquote real. I actually have 2 silences at my disposal. I could silence, pop this back, and silence again, if need be, for some reason. I could also pick this back up and kill a weapon, if need be. This totem was a very good flip. It makes me feel secure and safe. Oh my goodness, that totem is really good, because if this totem weren't taunt, she would have killed the ooze. Instead, she kills the totem, and oh my god. This is a good feeling. Now, the Fire Elemental on the Worgen is tempting and all, but that Assassin's Blade needs to die. So we're going to kill the Worgen. Always attack first before you do it, before you pop things back. Pop the ooze back into my hand. I think it's time to start hitting my opponent. We're getting close to being able to win. Replay the ooze. And I'm actually going to play this for maximum damage on the board to maximize my odds of killing my opponent next turn. Alright, well, that Taunter Totem was fortunate, I have to confess. I might have been able to win if the ooze got killed, because my opponent's low on life, you see? So I might have been able to burn her out anyway, but this seems like it's giving me a much more secure victory. Questing Adventure. Man, I see this on the last turn almost as often as I see Molten Giants. Alright, this is not doing anything. My opponent's doing the old Razzle Dazzle Bedazzle. Wow, if my opponent had a way of, giving everything charge, she would have won. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and just kill her, if you don't mind. Thanks. Alright, good game, Paroxys the Rogue. We're up to, what, 5 wins? That's where we were with the Paladin before pooping out. Let's see if the Removal-less Shaman deck, it's a new strategy brought to you direct from Papa Boris, can go the distance. I talked before that, you know, the difference between 6 wins and 7 wins gold-wise isn't that huge. But let's just stick with tradition. Let's just say that the distance is defined as going to 7 wins. I'm going to take a sip of Good Luck water. I didn't do that in my Paladin arena, and maybe that's why I lost. I'm a logic teacher by trade. I should know better than to correlate causate, but hey, what do you know, man? Hunter. So many Hunter. Hello, people. Hello, Hunter. So many hunters. So many hunters. Do I keep this? I don't, actually. This doesn't kill anything. This I'm going to keep, because I do want to make sure I have it on turn 4. Alright, all things considered, that's fine. I'm having my Stormforged Axe. That gives me some measure of protection. Overload on turn 3, not the end of the world. Looks like I'm going to be just playing this or toteming on turn 3 anyway. Hopefully whatever he's coining out right here will die to the axe. Oh, he's playing a wolf. Alright. Well, there's a couple of ways we can go about this. One way is to play the Novice Engineer and see if we can use the Novice Engineer to kill the wolf. The risk is, if my opponent, like, I don't know, coins out a Grizzly or something, I'm just super screwed. And then if I play this on turn 3, I can't play this on turn 4. Aha. So we're going to do this. Kill the Timberwolf. So just as a moment of education, the reason why 1/1 creatures are terrible, even ones that have a seemingly good ability, like your beasts have 1 attack, is they're so easy to kill. Like, almost literally any creature in the game will just kill this thing and live, and anytime your opponent gets to kill one of your creatures with one of his creatures, and that creature survives, your opponent's coming out ahead. My opponent here seems to actually be a bad player, which I will take. The reason is, he played a Buzzard right into my axe. Now, you never want to do that. If you have a Buzzard, it's actually, like, maybe not even good to play it on turn 2. It's really great if you can play it later and play a Beast right away. He actually had, it seems, unless he top-decked the Buzzard, I didn't see where the Buzzard came from in his hand. He actually, like, if he had the Wolf and the Buzzard in his opening hand, like, he shouldn't have really played either one. He should have just waited till turn 3 and played the Buzzard and the Wolf at the same time and drawn a card, for example. Okay, well, I'm going to draw a card here, which is a bit risky. I might regret not having this on the board, but this does allow me to play, well, I could play a Monty Berserker and then die to multi-shot. Or I could play a Totem. Let's go for it. If he has multi-shot, it's his whole turn. It's absolutely his entire turn. Then I can play this next turn. I should be fine. If he uses multi-shot, I'm still okay on cards, because this did draw me a card, and this has killed 2 of his creatures. So that's okay. I'm okay with that. Man, I don't like multi-shot at all. I do not like that card. You saw in my Hunter Arena, I was bitching about it the entire time. Alright, no multi-shot from my opponent. Let's see if he has a way of protecting the Questing Adventurer. It is currently set to die. What is he doing? Okay, I'm up against a bit of a novice here. He just let me kill 3 creatures with that axe. And it's not like the axe is overpowered or anything. He could have easily avoided all that. He could have waited to play the buzzard and a creature at the same time, drawing a card. He could have waited to play the Questing Adventurer so he could play a card at the same time. He pointed something at one of my creatures, as maybe he forgot, maybe he like miscounted how much mana he had. Or maybe he had like an arcane shot and decided it wasn't worth using. I don't know. He pointed something, it might have been something. Oh, multi-shot, what? Why didn't you use it last turn? Did he just, maybe he just, I didn't see where it came from in his hand. I don't think it came from the edge though. I think he just, Jesus Christ. I think he just, had it and didn't use it for some weird reason. I mean, he must have top decked it. I don't know if anyone can be that bad. Basically, he played a quest. If he had multi-shot, what that means is he played a Questing Adventurer knowing it would die to the axe instead of multi-shotting to kill my 2 creatures. There's no way. He must have top decked that and just gone for it. Animal Companion, let's see what he gets. He got the bear, which is pretty good for him here. Shattered Sun Cleric would have enabled Descension to kill it, but not anymore. Now I could still play Fire Elemental number 2, get it down to 3 health, trade Descension in, swing for 6. I could just trade Raw and Fire Elemental to kill that. We'll do that. So this may seem crazy, but what it does is it allows me to kill all of his creatures without having anything damaged, which I like. So we'll do this, that, swing, and I'm in really good shape. So I'm surviving against multi-shot. Well, the worst thing he could have, honestly, is like a misdirection. He could play a misdirection, and then my creatures could run into each other. That would be sad. Alright, he plays a Warden. Unluckily for my opponent, all I need to kill that Warden is 1 little bitty point of attack, and I have it. So, wait. Am I going to play anything else this turn? Am I going to play Knife Juggler? I am going to play Knife Juggler, so let's do that first. Then play Shattered Sun Cleric. Fling a knife. We'll just do a totem. It seems totally fine. Fling a knife. Well, it doesn't actually matter. We'll kill that. Get it out of my way. And then swing. I'm threatening to win here. Got 10, 16 damage. 18 damage. Actually, I could squeeze out 19 damage by attacking with the Shattered Sun Cleric and then replaying it on a creature that hasn't attacked yet, and then buffing it. This will, however, not be necessary. He's drawing a card at the end. He should have done that first instead of spending 7 mana on something that doesn't help him survive. So yeah, my opponent got unlucky a little bit. I did draw pretty good cards, but he also played very badly, which I don't say that personally. We all gotta start somewhere, but that opponent, even with the cards that we saw, even not knowing what was in his hand, he could have made better plays. Okay, well, we're up to 6 wins. That was a little bit of a gift. That person had a decent deck. I mean, that might have even been a better deck than mine, but he just didn't play it well, and we're gonna get the win. That's cool. So we're fighting for the arena life here. At risk is the distance versus the shame of copping out at 6 wins. Kane Highwind is a warrior. I do respect warriors quite a bit. Well, I will not keep my 4-drop because I don't see my weapon, and I'm going to try to maximize my odds of having early plays. I feel like those are my best chances of winning, is hang on in the beginning, and then the Fire Elementals will take care of the rest in the end. Now, given that I drew so many 2-drops, I wish I had kept a Fire Elemental there, but this is not the end of the world either. And I am going to just go aggressive with this. I'm going to play the Imani Berserker. So with the Wolf's help, I can deal 3 damage. If he plays anything that has less than 3 power, I will get it enraged. And if he has something with less than 3 power, he might not play it as a result of it getting enraged. Okay, what I really would like to have here actually is a Shattered Sun Cleric. Alas, it is not to be, so I really wish I had thrown this away into his Knife Juggler, but this is also fine. I'm going to waste this Battle Cry. Maybe I will want it later. No, I want to just make sure I can survive. I want to make sure if he plays like a Raging Worgen, I'm not just sitting here looking stupid with my totem. I want to be able to play the wolf and kill it. Grizzly Bear, I want to kill it. I want to just hang on. He's wasting a Shattered Sun Cleric. This bespeaks of a poor hand. You wouldn't think he would do that unless he were desperate. I'll play the Wolf and get the kill. So we're just trying to hang on until I can draw my Fire Elementals and win the game. Now, these are some pretty decent 4-drops here. This guy not exactly playable at the moment. Oh my god, he has another one. Well, he might get to kill my Wolf with that one. Fuck. Well, we're going to do this. Wait. I can actually... Okay, I have 2 options. Number 1. Attack with the Wolf. Pop this... Play the Brewmaster. Pop the Wolf back. I got a 5-4 against the 3-3. That's option number 1. Option number 2. Attack with the Wolf. Play the Silver Moon Guardian. Let the Shattered Sun Cleric kill the Wolf, but then hope that I can use the Silver Moon Guardian to kill the Shattered Sun Cleric. We're actually going to go for the Panda, though. This feels a little bit less risky. And at the moment, there's nothing I really want to be Panda-ing back. This is unimpressive. I guess I only got the 1 Overload card in this whole deck. And I don't have any Fire Elementals. God, I wish I'd kept the 1 in my opening hand. With 4 of them, though, it really, like, it's pretty likely that I'll get 1 sometime in the next few draws here. But this is a good play next turn, if I can, in fact, use the Ancient Brewmaster to kill that off. This is a little bit of an unfortunate time, because this guy just owns my Panda. Luckily, my Panda gets to kill the Shattered Sun Cleric first. What do I do here? Oh my god, I could have played the Wolf and killed that, but I really did want to kill the Shattered Sun Cleric quite badly. So I could play the Wolf down, and then he'll have to kill the Wolf. I don't see why that's smart, though. I could flip a Totem, see if I get a Taunt, but then, if I don't get a Taunt, it just sucks. We'll just do this. I think this is fine. So, yeah, he can kill my Panda now with this guy, but then I will just kill it with the Squire. And so then I'll have a 4-4 left over. So he's got 6 mana. I have card advantage. I have 8 cards to his 6, but he is up to play, and he's the first player. So he needs a good turn right now, because if all he does is what's on the board is kill my Panda and I can use the Squire, I've got this 4-4 here, and I will be able to take things over with, you know, this guy and with the Wolf and stuff. So he needs to do more than just what is available to him on the board. He needs these cards to do something. I would say he also needs better than just generic creatures as well. Yeah, playing the Wolf last turn to let the Brewmaster kill this would have been tempting, but the Shattered Sun Cleric could then have killed the Wolf. Oh my god! Damn it! Oh. The Wrathy Weaponsmith. Honest to fucking god. That card! Every time! Every goddamn time. Okay, well, this seems pretty clear. We're just gonna do this. I really need a Fire Elemental here so I can kill this thing, and I don't have it. So we're going to play this. That's a good trade against it. I'm not going to play the Wolf. It just dies and we'll flip a Totem. Doesn't really matter much what the Totem is. It was just better than doing nothing, of course, because the Wrathy Weaponsmith can just kill it. Well, he needed something good, and he had it. God, those Wrathy Weaponsmiths. I think that card I'm going to give it the highest ratio of times it is fucking amazing against me, and sucks when I use it myself. That card is just bonker nuts. And now he's going to get to pop my Divine Shield and live. Oh, he's going to go for the gold, go for the glory here. Man, I need Fire Elemental so bad. It hurts. It hurts! Okay, 2 options. Number 1. Well, actually, lots of options. Number 1, play the Wolf. Buff this thing. God, so many options. And then I can attack this, pop the Divine Shield. Or I can play this guy after it, deal 2 damage, pop that. That seems good. I think that's really the best. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do this. So the Wrathy Weaponsmith can still kill the Wolf and live to tell about it, which is a bit sad, but I think that was the best way that I could hang in there. Alright, well, he needed to have a good turn to stay in the game, and he had it. He needed to have a second good turn to still stay in the game, and he had it. Now he needs a third good turn to stay in the game. Does he have it? I'm still ahead. 6 cards versus 7 cards. Does he have a good turn? Well, that's actually not that impressive. That is not that impressive. Oh, he should have killed the Wolf. You know what I think my opponent did? He was looking at this guy having 5 power, and he's like, oh, I better kill that. It'll kill my Lord of the Arena. But actually, it was the Wolf that was giving it the power. He should have totally killed the Wolf. That would have dropped this guy to only dealing 4 damage, and then the Lord of the Arena would have been safe. Oof. Well, I lucked out there. Okay, so how do I kill this Lord of the Arena? Well, I think that's actually easy. I'm going to use Fire Elemental that I finally drew. And we're going to sacrifice, I think, the Wolf. Although the Wolf is buffing other stuff, this guy just has more power total. So we'll just do this. Okay. Whew. We made it, folks. We hung on. So now I got 7 cards. 1 is a totem. He's got 5 cards. Empty board. I'm ahead. He needs a really great turn right here, or else he's in trouble. I also have a silence, which could be really great. It could, like, if he plays like a Sunwalker or something. Corehound. All right, that made my day. You know what? It is a testament to how bad this card is that someone could play it and then you go, that made my day. Like, I am glad my opponent played a 9-5. That is how bad this card is. Okay, I have lots of options here. One option is just to Frost Shock this and just ignore it. Put more stuff onto the board, and then try to Bloodlust next turn and win. Another option is to flip, see if I can get a Spell Power Totem. Then I can Frost Shock this, and then it'll go down to 3 health. I could then use the Supermoon Guardian to kill it. Now, I might want to do that anyway if I'm going to use the Frost Shock plan. Another option is to play Bloodlust that allows the Supermoon Guardian to trade this against the Corehound. I will then deal 6 plus 1 is 7, 7 plus 6 is 13 damage. He will go down to 14 health, which is quite low. That'll be most of my turn, though. I like the Frost Shock plan here a lot, actually. Yeah, so we're going to flip, see if we can get Spell Power. We don't. Not the end of the world. We're going to Frost Shock this. We're going to swing a ling. Can I win? 9, 10, 10. No, 19. No. Going to swing a ling. And I'm actually going to just go ahead and go balls to the walls Dickens here. Try to win next turn with Bloodlust. So my opponent could play Brawl, I guess. And if the Corehound is the creature that lives, he'll win. 1 in 7 odds of that, plus whatever the odds are of him actually having Brawl. If he plays a Taunter, I can silence it, Bloodlust, and win the game. I mean, there are outs he could have. They are just not very numerous at this juncture in time. Gurubash Berserker, half his mana does absolutely nothing. Arcanite Reaper, the rest of his mana does absolutely nothing. Alright, he's going to kill the Fire Elemental. That, whatever, it didn't matter. He was going to lose no matter what. I mean, I've got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. I guess technically he could be thinking there's a chance he'll win. But we made it! We went the distance with no removal. Removal-Free Shaman. That's gonna be my first constructed deck that I make when I play. Removal-Free Shaman. Just to be like, Shaman's removal? Nah. Who needs removal when you're playing with totems? Well, what is the, actually before my next game, if there is one, I should see how much removal I actually have. What do I got? I got the Axe. I have Frost Shock. That's it. Spell-wise, it's just Frost Shock. And now I have a lot of quasi-removal. I have 4 elementals. I have the Stormpike Commando. I have the Wolf and the Shattered Sun Cleric for buffing. I got a Flame Tongue Totem, but no actual removal. That was so funny. Kabis. And by the way, not to like be like a total dick about it, but you know, sometimes people complain that they lose in the arena because they get bad cards. I hope this has been a nice illustration that actually you can do quite well in the arena even if you don't get good cards. Now, you might be saying, well, Boris, if you hadn't gotten all those Fire Elementals, you would be in trouble. But, I mean, those Fire Elementals are Shaman cards. If I hadn't had Fire Elementals, those could have been Lightning Bolts or Forked Lightnings or Rockbiter Weapons, and I'd still be doing fine. Okay, this is a pretty good opening. Warriors are actually quite hard-pressed to kill this right now at 2 mana. He does have... Oh, I was second player, so he has no coin. Yeah, he's just going to armor up. And Flame Tongue Totem is really fucking good, and I'm going to get to kill this Shield Bearer. So the Shield Bearer, we've seen it be really good against me, but not in this game. Not in this game. By the way, I want to point out, I chose not to Voodoo Doctor on turn 1. I felt that putting a better creature on the board was worth a coin, because this has a Battle Cry that might be useful later. If this were just a generic 2-1 for one that I had been forced to draft because the pack was really awful, then I would have actually played it on turn 1 and held on to my coin. Because for trading purposes, it and the Imani Berserker both deal 2 damage, so I wouldn't have used the coin if it weren't for the fact that this is a Battle Cry that might be helpful later on. My opponent has a very slow start, which is bad luck for him because I have actually a really good start. I have coin into that, then the Flame Tongue Totem, now I've got this Panther. Now the Panther, I have spoken several times about how much I dislike it, however, when it's powered by a Flame Tongue Totem, it actually does trade up into Chillwind Yetis and Senjin Shieldmasters, and that makes it very good. I've got a Fire Elemental, which I'm very happy about, on deck here. That is very, very good news. Gnomish Inventor is interesting. Well, I'm gonna go for it here. I'm gonna enrage my guy. Kill that thing. Swing for 6. I'm going to make a bit of a ballsy play. I'm actually going to flip a totem. See what I get? Spell power. I'm actually going to give taunt like that. So that's actually a neat use of the Sun Fury Protector here. So basically what I'm doing is I'm protecting my Enraged 7-1 and I'm protecting my Flame Tongue Totem. Now, could Warriors remove it? Certainly. You could have a Brawl, and that might win him the game. But, Big Aim Hunter! Oh my god, well played. That's fucking amazing. Wow. Alright, that was really cool that he got to use it like that. I can't even be mad. Okay. Well, I can't play Fire Elemental just yet, but I don't mind because a Frost Shock is pretty good right here. I am not going to play an Ooze against a Warrior. That is a fact for life. So that turn was a little bit unimpressive. I just cast a spell and made a totem. But I am actually like really far ahead here. Just remember, I gotta remember to put my Fire Elemental on this side of the Flame Tongue to make sure it has the buff. I don't think I misplayed my positioning because I needed to put the Sun Fury Protector here to give the Panther the taunt. And the totems all come out to the right. Okay, this is a bit scary. Luckily, I'm going to be able to kill that. They both have charge. That's cute. Is he going to use... Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. I think once... I believe once one of them dies, the other one doesn't have charge. But if he uses... If he attacks the totem first, he's going to be okay. So this is actually a bit of a scary situation because actually... Oh, no. That one dies. Oh, whew, thank God. Okay, so I can just kill it. Yeah, this is totally fine. Do not let your opponent start the turn with Warsong Commanders. We actually saw that in a previous arena. We saw just how, not just how you can win, but just how ferocious the beatdown is when that thing is allowed to live. It's not just like, it'll win you the game. It's like, it will own you the game. It will hand you the game on a silver platter. It will demolish the game for you. Alright, is he going to hit my Fire Elemental? No, he's not that crazy. That's good. He's just going to hit my Flame Tongue Totem here. My opponent might actually be in trouble here. Is Bloodlust enough? What do we got here? 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 plus 9 is 17. Alright. Kids, always look for the win. No need to dick around here. Let's just Bloodlust. And take the victory into our hands. Alright, we made it to 8 wins. Wow, you know what? This would be cool if I could get to 9. As I've said before, my last 5 Shaman runs all went to 9 wins. And if this one actually made it up to 9, not only would I increase my streak to 6, but it would be cool that I managed to go so far with a deck with no removal. I do have 4 Fire Elementals, but those are definitely keeping the deck together. I gotta say this though, Blizzard nerfed the healing totem for Shamans, and I was a little bit concerned that would like reduce the Shaman's win rate. Because sometimes in a race, when the healing totem used to heal you, it was really, really good. However, I actually, now having played Shaman, I don't really care. It seems totally fine to me. This hand is actually totally fine to me as well. It seems totally fine to me about that. I really don't care. But if Blizzard does nerf Fire Elementals, then I would say, at least in Arena, it would make me a little bit less excited about playing Shaman. Okay, this time I could coin out a totem and then Flame Tongue the following turn, or I could waste the Battle Cry. I'm going to waste the Battle Cry. Hang on to the coin. I think it's worth it. I think it's nice to be able to, you know, play this and deal 4 damage. Not that there's anything for 2 mana that has 4, but if he plays like a 2-3, I can play Flame Tongue Totem and trade, and that's really, really good. I could also coin out a Shatterstorm Cleric. Oh no! Fiery War Axe! Oh man, it's been a long time. It's been a fucking long time since I've had turn 2 Fiery War Axe going my way. Well, we're going to do this. We're going to coin out the Acolyte here. So that if he uses the Fiery War Axe against it, then I will draw a card, and that will negate the card advantage of the Fiery War Axe. Basically, the reason that weapons are so good is you get to kill 2 creatures for 1 card. But if either one of the creatures that dies draws you a card, the card advantage aspect of it is negated. The qualitative aspect, if he got to kill my 2 creatures, is not negated, but at least I don't get the card disadvantage. If he didn't kill it, I would have used Flame Tongue Totem and Shattered Sun Cleric and stuff and buffed it. Alright. Well, now it's sad that I don't have a coin, because I really would like to be able to play this guy. He's perfect against the Golem. Instead, I'm just going to waste a Shattered Sun Cleric. It's a bit sad, but it's basically I'm trading my 3-drop for his 3-drop. These are both very, very good 3-drops, so for them to trade against each other is like, you know, okay. It's fine. Now, my opponent could play in a Wrathy motherfucking Weaponsmith, which is a possibility, and it would be very good for him, because then he could trade the Golem in, finish me off with the Axe, have a 2-1. Looks like he's not doing that, thank Christ. Just Giovanni Berserk. Dead? Oh, interesting. Very interesting decision by my opponent to play the Imani Berserker there. Just throw it under the meat grinder. Alright, I will not complain, so I'm going to do that, of course. And I'm going to do this. And, yeah, so after the Golem kills my Cleric, presumably I'll be able to pop the Divine Shield and kill it, which is fine. I could even actually play the Stormpike Commando and maybe use Divine Shield against something else. We'll see. Not a big fan of these two Bloodlusts. This is kind of what I've talked about before. You don't really want to hold both Bloodlusts. You know, that's what I learned like about having two Bloodlusts in the deck. You don't ever really want to have them both in your hand. So I'm playing down a card, kind of. Azure Drake, very strong card, but it is this whole turn, which is good for me because I can play Flamesong Totem and kill it. Stampeding Okay, so Stampeding Kodo kills this little golem, but that's my whole turn. This also kills the golem. If I play this to shoot the Drake, and then I pop Divine Shield on the Drake, the golem will kill my 4/2. It will not kill my Stampeding Kodo, which will be, well, yeah. So if I use the Kodo to kill that, I can't kill that. If I play the golem, or the Flametongue Totem, I can kill the Drake. Yeah, it's not using my resources, but this actually seems like the best use of my time. Because without help, this damaged golem can't actually kill anything, other than the totem I just made. And actually I flipped the one that would also kill the golem in return. Now, he could buff this, or just, you know, play a motherfucking Arcanite Reaper. You know, whatevs. Whatevs. That is his whole turn, which is nice. And none of my stuff actually survives the Arcanite Reaper. That's sad. Luckily, this might kill something on the way in. Oh, he's going to use the Flametongue Totem. Smart play. And he's going to trade voluntarily. That is a mistake. That's a mistake to trade voluntarily. I was going to do that. He should have just taken 2 free damage. He's got a 6/2 weapon here. Motherfucker. That is just, I mean, there's very little that will not kill. I am actually going to do this, though. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this for a couple of reasons. Number one, I have another Fire Elemental behind this. Number two, if I just don't play anything, I'm going to be totally fucked. So I need to play my shit. And just accept the fact that this is 2 cards. So he spent 2 cards to make this, so he'll get to kill 3 cards with it. It's not quite as bad as it looks. It's card advantage, but it's still just the same 1 card advantage that he gets from having a weapon normally. And I might always draw an Ooze and bust it up. Sad that I didn't draw the Ooze in this particular situation. That would have pretty much won me the game instantly, I think. Shield block. Well, my opponent's spending almost half his mana to gain some life and draw a card. He's also doing that before attacking, although that's fair because it draws him a card and you do want to draw cards first. I'd say it's more important to draw cards first than to armor up after attacking. Here we are going to use the Stormpike because it is the less valuable creature, and I'll just trade that in, make a totem. Taunt Totem would be lucky. I get lucky. Wow. Alright, well if he doesn't have a way to efficiently kill this, what is going on here? This is a bug. Let me take a quick screenshot. This is a bug. So this is an upgraded Arcanite Reaper, and it is not showing the damage. Let's take a quick screenshot of that. Kaboom. There we go. Oh no, you do not want to use the. You do not want to use it on a Taunt Totem. That would be silly, sir. That would be silly. You would be a silly man. Don't be a silly man. You don't use your weapon swings on totems. So this was a very lucky flip for me, but you know, it's gonna happen sometimes. You're sometimes just gonna get the one you know. Oh my god! Oh my god, am I gonna get to use Stampeding Kodo on this? I'm gonna get to use Stampeding Kodo, and my opponent threw away the weapon for no reason whatsoever. Okie dokie, this is turning around, baby. It's turning around. So, order matters very much. Stampeding Kodo is a random enemy minion, so it could kill the Acolyte. I would rather give my opponent a card, because if the Kodo killed the Acolyte, he wouldn't draw a card, but I would rather give him a card than, like, let him keep his Gurubashi fucking Berserker. Okay, this game just turned all the way around. Arcanite Reaper into Upgrade is a very, very scary turn of events, but my opponent needs, like, several good things. He needs, like, first of all, a Whirlwind to kill my 2 creatures. Another Arcanite Reaper is, it's alright. It's okay. It's giving me more time to draw my Ooze, hopefully at some point here. Oh, he's even gonna do that. That's cute. Alrighty. Alright. Alright. Let's do this. And what I'm going to do is actually play a totem, see if I can get another taunter. I can't. And then I'm actually going to slow roll here. So what I'm doing here is I'm playing a bunch of creature that would die to a Fiery War Axe to make this Arcanite Reaper less valuable. Then I'm going to play my more valuable creature like the Brewmaster and the Fire Elemental. I didn't really want to play the Fire Elemental anyway, because there's nothing to kill. I don't want to hit him in the face again. So we'll see if there's anything here besides weapons. This seems like kind of like a burn deck, where he's trying to like burn his opponents out, but he just wasn't able to deal enough damage to me in enough time. He kills my 2/3, fearing for its potential. That is fair. That guy is scary if I were low in life. As it is, he just spent 7 of his 10 mana doing something I really don't give a rat's ass about, and then he's got his own ooze. Okay, fair enough. Let's see what I get first. Ironbeak Owl, not relevant here. I could use the Fire Elemental to kill that thing. We're just going to do it. Well, hang on. Let's first of all see what totem I flip. This might affect my decisions. I got a taunt. Okay, now I feel better about doing this. The problem was the assassin could trade for my elemental previously. Now if there's this totem he has to contend with. He could, of course, get an Arathi Weaponsmith. That would probably be his best possible card. Arathi Weaponsmith would give him a 2/2 axe and let him kill the totem, and then let him trade the assassin. No, he's going to unstealth. Ah, I see what you did there, sir. He's going to unstealth, kill a totem, armor up, give it taunt. Fair deal, sir. Fair deal. Well, let's think about the situation. I actually have a lot of options here. Option number 1, just trade the Fire Elemental in, call it a day. Option number 2, play the Ironbeak Owl, silence this, and Bloodlust. That will deal 6 plus 3 is 9, 9 plus 9 is 18 damage! Oh my god, we're going to the distance. I talk really grammatically there. We're going to the distance! Hey Dad, where are we going? We're going to the distance, son. We're going to the... Okay, anyway. We made it to 9 wins. That is officially... And it's all, they were all recorded on this channel. 6 9-win Shaman runs in a row. I am very proud of that one. Yeah, it had 4 Fire Elementals, but it didn't have any removal, so I'll give myself some credit. So, yeah, if Fire Elemental does get nerfed, that will make me a lot less excited, because it will prevent arenas from like this from taking place. Whew! If you enjoyed that run, please do like and or subscribe. I would appreciate that tremendously. And if you just can't get enough of Papa Boris, let us commence Papa Boris's Happy Fun Time Bonus Hour. What is our 9-win reward? Golden Stormforged Axe and a Golden Mana Addict. Oh god, I hate that card so much. So it's interesting, these numbers do change. This is 195 now. Alright, well let's take a look at our pack. Mana Addict is a constructed card. I hate it in Arena. In Constructed, and maybe even in some Arena Rogue decks, it might be good. I'm not a big fan though. Okay, average pack. We have, I actually have a duplicate golden common. Hang on, I have to look at this. Stormforged. Yeah, I have. Well, you saw it here first, folks. Extra, and I did not obviously craft these or anything. I have an extra golden common for 50 dust. That's pretty pimp-ass dope. So basically, that golden axe in the arena was like a 50 dust container. All right, that's not that exciting. And we have a golden mana addict. How are we doing on mana addicts? Do I have a full set? I have a golden one and 2 regular ones. You know what? Screw it. Whatever, man. Screw it. Let's just build up our dust collection here. I'm gonna need to get only like umpteen gajillion more dust before I can craft all the legendaries. And let's go ahead and take a sneak peek at our next arena. Who is it gonna be? Well, I could do Shaman again. I could do Paladin and try to redeem myself, or we could just go for a Priest. Alright, folks, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time and your devotion to this channel. If you like the video, like and or subscribe, and I will look forward to seeing you for another arena run soon. Till then.